Welcome to
the High as Fuck podcast with your boy
Mad Motherfucking Jerks
and Joe motherfucking Cool. What's up, guys?
It's on your side.
What's up?
And tonight's a good night.
Tonight's a good night.
Yeah, it's a great night.
Tonight has been a good night.
We've been getting spaced out, gassed out, swamped
Dude,
out.
we have found the mysteries of
the
THC lean.
Yeah, THC lean. We got this. Looks like it's medical.
It's syrup.
Like in a medicine.
It's
bottle.
like in a medical bottle. It's almost like
Take another shot.
It's almost like cough syrup. This is the High as Fuck podcast.
This is the Highest Fuck podcast.
Take another shot and hit you a bowl, and take a little shot of your THC lean. Go ahead and do it because it's a new syrup, and it's cherry flavored, and it's THC based, 650 milligrams per bottle. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I'm over here drinking on these Bud Light hard seltzers. With a little bit of
and we're about to smack on a big old bowl of the Hammer.
Yeah, we got the Hammer to get hammer timed because Joe got so joed out last night when we was at Bliss Life. And that's something else. I think that if I talk to the people that work there, maybe we can get on as like sponsors, and maybe we put a commercial. Me and Pam was talking about it earlier. Put a commercial on of theirs in the beginning of every episode or whatnot. Be a commercial, and it's supporting them. And every time they have one of those events, we just show up and be our High as Fuck podcast selves.
And they give us wheat.
And then we just go in and we just get in for nothing. You know? We'll start just showing up, just being a part of the thing. You know what I'm saying? That's an idea, you know, because they don't have to pay us necessarily. But if we came to the event, I'd like them to waive our price off. Like, these guys get in, they're VIP. You know what I'm saying? Because we get the owner of the company, or the owner of that place, to literally do his own commercial, record it, and put his commercial on every podcast that we ever do, from the point that we make the deal to whenever he doesn't want to do it no more.
When he doesn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good idea. It's a good pitch. And all we do is we show up to these events. This is all we're asking for. We're showing up to the events.
But give you good PR.
If you wanna, if we give you say we do bring him a lot of business, and then he thinks of a thought, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna hook these boys out. I'm actually gonna start paying them. Hey, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's fine with us too. We're just looking at it as we'll give you free advertisement and all that stuff, and then we show up to an event that's just $10 entry fee. You just waive our $20. Because we just show up, and it's just, it's the High as Fuck podcast, the guys that's sponsored, that promotes said company. And, I just think that would be a good partnership, because that's the less of anybody's worries, really, because, normally sponsorships pay their fucking, like, probably get some good money, too, Yeah. But if we start with that, maybe we could, maybe it could build us up to more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter, it'd be cool. Just in general, maybe discounts here and there, whatever. Like, whatever we was able to get out of something, I think that'd be a good deal, because it's free advertisement. But if we got, like, we went into Bliss Life, one of us went into Bliss Life to buy anything, he knocks it off a little bit. Gives us a little discount. You know what I'm saying? On everything we buy or something like that, which doesn't really do much.
We have VIP status with his store and going into the events. Yeah.
That's it. And then you get advertisement every episode we do.
It does nothing but help them.
Interviews. That's everything we do.
It may not help them much, but it does nothing but help them. And
definitely, because we'll be putting it on there at all times. Yeah. You can say Bliss Life one time in a podcast and it doesn't go far, but if I say it a million times in every podcast and we do it in the beginning, then more people will see it, and then people will know and be aware of this story.
Right.
It's a vape shop down Riverside, Danville, Virginia.
Right.
And they sell vapes and the weed cigarettes and all that stuff. But
Bliss Life, Danville, Virginia, Riverside. Next to Payless Shoes. And the vape and tobacco store.
And typing the man right now. We are supposed to have a man on tonight named John Washington.
That's what our interview is about.
It's tonight. A wrestler.
John Washington.
Yes, John Washington.
He is a professional wrestler. That's what we're hype about. We've got
Yeah.
an interview supposed to happen with our man
John
Washington.
I just texted him right now to remind him. He said around 8. I said, cool. So, we're getting pretty lit up. I mean, he was on 21 minutes ago, and we are 25 minutes late to 8 o'clock. But, it's fine. Like, I'm just gonna tell him, sorry, we are 20 minutes late. But, hey, sometimes you will wait. Well. But anyway, so this should be a good one to set off tonight and all that.
Yes.
So, hopefully. If not, then,
This is the Highest Fuck Podcast.
give man a minute.
With your boys, Matt Jackson.
We were supposed to have Sin Crowley as well on tonight. So we may have Sin on as well. So, but either way, it's we've had so much great times this weekend. We've like I said on the format earlier today, like y'all go check out the format. It's talking I'll review AEW St. Valentine or St. Patrick's Day Slam. I'll reviewed and talked about.
We had 3 big events this week.
Actually, go and watch that episode anyway because I tell y'all and I hook y'all up with some insight to some of the stuff.
We had a game night Friday.
Yeah.
We had big event there.
Yep, and we'll talk about that here now.
We had the Highest Fuck Podcast at the fucking Bliss Life, where I got Joed out and had to go home because I was tired and didn't feel
I made a comment underneath it and said the Highest Fuck Podcast be in the house, and then he hearted the message.
Nice.
So I was like, that's cool. See, that's cool. But
and then
that's
we
what I'm saying.
then we got
be cool.
Then we had the game night today.
Yeah, we had another game day.
And we've got a review or an interview.
Yeah.
Wow, this is the Highest Fuck Podcast. I keep fucking tripping over my words.
Yeah.
We have an interview.
Yeah,
we're supposed to.
But we do have Sin as well.
Yes.
So, if we're not able to get one, we'll get the other.
If this doesn't happen, then we're just gonna have to cut this off.
Yeah, but we'll still have it. We'll still have this talk because this is set up. It's set up. John Washington or Sin Crowley. We don't know yet. It's supposed to be both of them talking tonight with both of them, but we don't know exactly right now. I told him around 8, and we was gonna shoot for 8, and I'm a little late on it, but he literally was like 24 minutes on earlier. So, but. We're High as Fuck on the High as Fuck podcast shindig. Let me talk to you about some hackers. Hackers are bad, okay? And I keep getting hit up by my niece's account. Just stupid shit. Like, stuff that I'm just like, this is stupid. I said, you are a hacker. Hell, I ain't not called you're a hacker. And then he freaking replied to it, but he did that super reply. Like when you tag the previous message to your reply, and then said, can I help? Can I help him out with some money? When I know he's a hacker from like India or something. What the fuck, dude? I already know you're a hacker, and he's like replying back. I'm thinking I don't think you know. It's stupid, man. So beware of hackers out there these days, because hackers are ridiculous. They're stupid, dude. So you gotta just be watching out for it, man. I got the sneezes. Really bad. We're documenting each one. I have like 12 sometimes I do. So, we have this guy, Jeremy Awesome Jackson, that I've been talking to about getting on the show as well. In the future, he wears like a mask and he has like a whole cool mask deal and like really cool fucking shit. We got Fox Vineyard. He's definitely up and coming. Jimmy Love, we're supposed to be sitting down with Jimmy Love the 31st, which is by far probably like not to overshoot a lot of these
Exciting.
other ones, but this one I've been like talking to face with this man for like a year or two about sitting down and actually doing a full on conversation with the man. You know, this goes all the way back to the beginning of wrestling Max. You know, this goes way back. I've always wanted to sit down and just listen to everything he's got to say. He's got stories out the ass. So we got that. Like, I mean, Jimmy Love one is very exciting. I've got some that's read their messages, but you never know. They might be just trying to get around to it, or they might be thinking about it, whatnot. Who cares? People have came back to me in the we got Steve Scott, we got Max Carnage, Icon Lee, Bobby Gardner. I don't know when the fuck, but yeah. If we can get some donations, we might be able to get Sabu. We're supposed to be getting Amp Dominic, Billy Starks in the future, Joey Harrison. Let's see, Bright, Mickey Folk is a future. Let's see, definitely going to be trying for Zombie Dragon again around October for an October pod, where we just talk about the scariest things growing up in wrestling with Zombie Dragon. We'll probably have that. That would be a good one anyway, and
Kane.
then talk to the Hounds of Hades as well.
Undertaker.
Yeah,
Gangrel and the Brood.
yeah. But I think it'd be cool just to get like some of these other like scarier, like they're supposed to be a scary setting with their character, and then, like the Hounds of Hades. I can get them on. Or some Zombie Dragon again, of course. That would be just dope. Anyway, I want to see what he's doing from the time that we did it to October. Anyway, I would like to get Sin Body on, or Sin Bode. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he's an old ex WWE guy. But he wrestled one time on SmackDown against MVP. His name was Kazarni. I'd like to get him on, just because he's very interesting. The whole gimmick he's got is crazy as hell. But yeah, so there's a lot in the future. But yeah, that's how it's gonna be, man. We're sitting here, we'll be watching some WrestleMania 25. Alright, we're here today. Has a special interview again
with John
Washington. Sorry. So we're here with John Washington, a wrestler on the Indies, and been doing his thing. I think I don't know if he just had the match, but I knew he had. I think he had a match with what was his name, Sledge Gibson, right? Because I know that name.
Yep.
I know that name. I've seen him around the Indies and stuff like that, and I was like, that's pretty cool, you know. But anyway, so I guess just dive on in.
So, John, just for my first question, I always like to, just ask about your inspiration for entering the professional wrestling world. So, I know what mine would have been and what I was, what I was experiencing, what really got me intrigued by wanting to enter professional wrestling, and I've never been able to do that. But what was it for you that was the original, like, that's what I want to do with my life?
It may sound cliche, but I just like entertaining, man. I like, putting smiles on people's faces. This has been a dream of mine since I was like 7 years old. From getting the action figures to the video games. I mean, you can really tell as I got older, I became more and more addicted to wrestling, to a point to where I said, you know what, this is something that truly fulfills me. This is something that truly makes me happy. I said, man, I'm going to go for this. I'm going to become a wrestler. So when I graduated high school, I started training at this training academy, and at the time, before it shut down, it's called Ground Zero Pro Wrestling. It was in Richmond, Virginia. Trained there for a few years, and the rest is kind of history at that point.
Yeah.
That shut down. Then I trained at another training academy, and man, what part of Maryland was that? Ridge, Maryland. It's like in southern Maryland. I trained at this other training academy called Crab Pro Wrestling. That was a good time. I was trained there for a good 4 years. And after that, I've just been on the indies since, just trying to grind out, hustle out, just like everybody else, Ultimately, I think everyone's ultimate goal is to be more seen, you know what I mean? Having that big opportunity, something that you work so hard for. But until then, I'm just enjoying the journey, enjoying the ride until, God tells me I can't do it anymore.
That's true. Or when that opportunity arises, like I see a lot of indie guys. I see a lot of guys out there, and I could see y'all on shows like MLW or anything like that. AEW Dark's been pulling guys in and doing things, and I think that's amazing. And like I've been seeing plenty of names, like Billy Starks is already through there, and just all it is the work ethic and the drive and the passion of it and the pageantry, and there's a whole lot of stuff that goes on with wrestling.
Yeah. I'm curious, do you have one person in particular you can point to who you would say, that's the guy that I saw that, that you wanted to be like?
The guy that was like, that's my guy.
I wouldn't say necessarily be like, because I just want to be my own man. I don't want to be a copycat of somebody else. But I'd say the guy that really got me into, wrestling, obviously he's not here anymore. God rest his soul, Eddie Guerrero.
Okay.
It's my
inspiration.
Oh
my God.
Rest in peace.
You know what I mean?
His name was in my head just now.
I love Eddie.
That was crazy.
He's been my inspiration, He can, whether you were cheering for him, whether you were booing for him, he always captivated you every time when he came out and he performed.
It was really hard to boo.
He outperformed, he outworked everyone.
Well, the thing is, even when he was so I say it all the time. I like guys that I like as heel character and as face character. And you got people like Eddie Guerrero who do the heel to where you understand that it's kayfabe, but you can suspend your disbelief enough to really enjoy and get yourself into the character, the storyline. They're people like Eddie Guerrero. Roman Reigns does not do that for me. Like, I don't feel that same connection to him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that's why it frustrates, like the bloodline stuff frustrates me. I don't get that same feeling of enjoying him being a heel.
Yeah.
Because you have to enjoy everything about the entertainment, right?
I would say so. I would definitely say so. Yeah.
You got a question, Matt?
Shit. I had fucking blanked for a minute in my head. I guess we can talk about like your character and who you are in the ring and who you are as who are you betraying? I know you're betraying yourself or whatnot, but what do you draw from, like, for your inspiration? I know some wrestlers say there's like I can't remember how many, but it's like an actor, a wrestler, and then you go from there. I think Ja Cole was talking about
Ja
that.
Cole said choose 3 people that you that inspire you for like your gimmick between a movie actor, character in the wrestling, a good heel and a good face character in the wrestling world, I think is how he put it. And find 3 people that you really look up to in that regard.
I know who Jai Cole is.
I knew you did. I was about to ask you about him because you said Baltimore, Maryland earlier, and I was like, I know he knows my boy Jai. I know he does.
I know exactly who he is. I've stepped in the ring with him.
Hell yeah, he's a force to be reckoned with.
Twice, I believe. Twice. I've been in the ring with him twice. I know who he is. As far as it goes with characters concerned, man, I mean, again, this may sound cliche, may sound like everybody else says it, but my character's just me being myself, man.
Okay,
consider it like
I kind of figured.
my alter ego. Consider it like my alter ego. Outside of the ring, I'm chill, I'm laid back, and very zen. But inside of that ring, I get to like crank it up a notch. I get to show a different side of me.
Kind of like I would
inside of the ring, I don't have a care. Inside of the ring, I don't have a care in the world. I don't really care what people think.
I was gonna say, like,
what I
John
mean?
Cena, he's amped up. He's the same person outside the ring.
If you want to put it that way, that's cool. As far as it goes with like inspirations, I mean, again, it's many different inspirations, but
there's a lot of guys
where I get my talking from, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, it's just always came natural. I never really freeze up when the camera's on me like that, when it comes to just talking and saying what's on my mind. It just comes natural to me.
Yeah.
I don't really think about it too much. I just go out there and do it.
It's a very method style of acting, or not really acting, but just living your life on screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
People choose to perceive it. I mean, it's really up to them, whether you like me, whether you hate me. I mean, I'm just being myself. My gimmick, as people say, my gimmick is me, myself. That's I say, too legit. What you see is what you get. You don't like it, you can, piss off. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Oh yeah.
That's really it.
And that's what it's what we talk about with guys like Ric Flair, who are just who they are.
Well,
it's a gimmick, but Ric Flair is Ric Flair. Like, he has embodied that person at this point in his life. Like, that's just what he is.
Yeah, he said it too.
John Washington is John Washington. What you see is what you get. Yeah. Everything is 100% too legit. There's no 30%. There's no 50%. Everything is 100% authentic, 100% real.
Hell yeah.
That's me.
And that's what's cool. I like that we can blend. That's what makes you be able to suspend your disbelief, is that you blend kayfabe and reality. You have storylines that are part of kayfabe, but your character is just you.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so believable.
And that's not knocking other people. Everybody else has got their own gimmicks. They've got their, I don't know. There's many different gimmicks in wrestling, and that's fine. That's them. That's what makes them them. What makes me is being true to myself.
Yeah.
It's me being myself. I can't be anybody else. I can't be something I'm not. So I go out there and I do me. And how you choose to perceive me, I mean, that's really on you. I mean, I'm going to put in the work when I'm in the ring.
Yeah.
Let my work speak for itself, and the rest is kind of like out of my hands.
Yeah.
That's all you do.
I like that. It's good.
Good stuff.
Let's see. So you talked about all the different places you've worked. You talked about working in Maryland. You talked about working in...
Well, I was talking about where I trained from. I mean, I've worked...
Yeah.
Yeah, I've trained. I've worked shows in many different areas. Right. I mean, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I mean, I've traveled a decent distance.
So the culture of wrestling in the United States and in countries, even Canada, Mexico, wherever.
Okay.
Your experience with the culture of wrestling. I am very intrigued. I don't know, like, the differences and what you enjoy most about the culture of wrestling in general. I love to ask wrestlers this question, and And that's
I mean-
places all over the United States, you know, territories and different things all over the United States.
Mm.
But also countries.
I think the culture of wrestling is good. I mean, the only thing I can really say is that, you know, no one in this business is perfect. You learn something new every day.
Mm.
I'm all about learning and growing. And if it's something that I know, if it's something that I don't know, I would love for someone that has more knowledge than I do to kind of educate me and teach me these things. You know, someone that's done the roads in Canada, has done the roads in Mexico, done the roads in Japan, all that good stuff. You know, that's the beauty about wrestling. It's a worldwide culture thing. So the end goal, obviously, for me is to wrestle in Canada, wrestle in Mexico, wrestle in Japan. You know, that's anyone's goal. You know, so I mean, I think the culture is great. Really.
Yeah. I love what's like you have all the different styles of wrestling
now.
and everything is, you know, different, but the culture and everybody supporting one another, it doesn't matter who you are in the business. It's just that I've seen is just fabulous. I love it.
Right.
Oh,
Makes sense.
wrestling's where it's at right now. Anyway, so I mean that's just bottom line on it. You know, wrestling is fucking awesome now. So
Your question.
Something dumb, but who you got with Roman and Cody tomorrow? I mean, not tomorrow. This weekend. I meant. I don't know why I said tomorrow. Who you got for Cody and Roman?
I don't know, man. I mean, I want to give it to Roman, man. I'm going to have to go with Roman only because maybe, you know, I got to look at it from a business aspect. You know, WWE is going to try to break world records, you know. Let him go into that 1,000-day range, and then eventually he drops the title. Because when's the last time that someone's ever going to have this type of record again? Probably not for a very long time. So, I mean, you're already halfway there, so you might as well do it.
Yeah, I can feel that. The undefeated streak by Taker. I think it should have just continued.
I guess that wasn't a dumb question. That was actually informative right there.
But that, like, in that regard, okay, I can see it. Like, from a business perspective, and that breaking world records, and the fact that Roman is going to be the dominant force for the next 10 years. He's older now, but
that was the one thing that I've been trying to wrap my head around is that he keeps it.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, I want Cody to have it though.
I do want Cody to have it, but that's just me being selfish.
I'm a Cody guy though, but I like Roman a lot too. He's my dude, but yeah. So.
Oh
shit.
What else we got?
What's the furthest you've wrestled, or the furthest place you've had to go to wrestle?
I want to say so far has been Detroit.
Okay.
I did the roads in Detroit, Ohio, New York, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia. That's all I can really think of off the top of my head at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Shit, that'd be cool if you can come down this way.
Yeah.
Pure Pro. I don't know.
Pure Pro.
I don't know if you've heard of Pure Pro Wrestling.
Which Pure Pro Wrestling? This
North Carolina, Virginia.
North Carolina. You talking about for Jimmy Love?
Yeah, Jimmy Love.
Yeah, I know exactly who Jimmy Love is. I've wrestled at PPW before.
Oh shit! I must not been there.
Yeah, I did the Pelham. The last one, and I wrestled Wyatt Sutton.
Okay.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, that was a few months ago. I hadn't been there since. Jimmy love the guy to death, but
Yeah.
you know he's got his set guys.
Yes.
You know who are his go-to guys, who are his go-to rosters, and
I can
you
name
know
every last one of
I
them right
completely
now.
understand. I completely understand. I respect that. You know.
He won't.
He goes to his go-to guys, and he just uses me for his shows whenever he needs me for it, and that's completely fine because you know obviously I have other show dates I have to oblige by and do, so it's completely fine. But Jimmy Love is cool. I love him.
Yeah, that's my
It's always a vibe there. It's always a vibe there.
I call him my father in wrestling because
Yeah.
he taught me everything I know. Shit. Like,
My first time at PPW was in Charlottesville, and I actually wrestled Jimmy and Jeff Flowers in a tag match. My tag partner was Bobby Ella.
yes, I love that man. That is, he is
Mm-hmm.
my dude, yo. I swear. Every time I see him, it's something else, man. Smoking weed and shit. Bobby Yellow back in the back.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Smoking Caden Pierre. Oh shit, it's fun. I like to. I used to do the ring setup shit there like a while back. I would help.
You probably seen me before then. I've been to PPW. I want to say I've been to PPW a total like 8 times. I gotta look up my YouTube channel because you know I record a lot of my footage and I post it.
Oh hell yeah!
So you
as
know,
you should.
All of the video productions. Yeah, you guys check out the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe to that joint.
I will.
The Real John.
We'll check it
Real
out.
John Washington. More than one word. Those places. I've been at PPW about a decent 8 times. You know, I was in a triple threat match with Randy Lawson and Court Montgomery.
Yeah, Court.
I teamed up with Yella again to face Wyatt and Koga when they were a unit at the time.
I missed all.
Yeah. I was in the Buckhouse Stampede at one point.
That's probably okay. I think I might. Okay, I think I remember something like that.
That was in Danville before that building got burned down. That was a while ago. That was a long time ago.
Well, that was Danville back when you were probably in it.
Maybe, yeah. That's what I'm saying. That one maybe. I don't know. So many guys go throughout.
Yeah,
it's so hard to keep up. You know, sometimes.
Yeah, but he brings me in every now and then. You know.
Oh yeah.
that's cool.
I'm not on the active roster for PPW.
Where are you? I mean, are you? Where are you? Like, company wise, are you part of company or anything like that, or?
You said about what?
Are you like on an active roster or anything?
He just said he was active roster with PPW for sure, but that's
I'm not on an active roster for PPW.
No.
Sorry.
I can't think of the word. I can't think of the word, but I come to PPW whenever he needs me, whenever it suits fit. I'm not on the active roster, so I come whenever he needs me.
Where are you currently?
I'm everywhere. You can't really answer that question.
Oh yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
I can't really. I'm everywhere. You know,
I didn't know.
Different places. I go to different places.
Who knows?
That's probably when it talks about.
But that's more dope though, being able to go everywhere, like being able to go and do your job like in any other company. Like it gets different. It gets different because each wrestling show is going to be different and put on different. You know, a different book here. Yeah, it's probably more exciting that way, I would say. Because you might end up in some weird company that you wrestle with, like with action figures or something, and go to Chikara and fight an ant.
Yeah,
you know, wrestling is amazing. Or you sit here all day and talk about all these other companies and shit. Chikara, that shit was crazy. It is. Shit. So, who was your favorite match you've ever had with?
That's a good question.
I was in Richmond Virginia. It was about, this happened last year. I was in a fatal five-way match with, it was myself, it was Isaiah Frazier, Logan Easton Monroe, Jordan Kingsley, and Khan, from the Embassy.
Oh, really?
The Ring of Honor Trios Tag Champ.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was a five-way match.
Cool.
That was in Richmond. That was a good one.
That's
on my YouTube channel too, by the way. Kind of plug that in there again.
That's just insane. Con.
Yeah.
Dude, that dude's fucking big.
That's cool.
He's with Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb's amazing.
Oh, man.
Who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
I don't really have one.
Okay.
I mean, I guess that goes back to Eddie, for real, but he's not here anymore, so,
Okay, I figured that.
Other than that, I don't really have one now.
Yeah.
I think people throw that word greatest of all time, the
Too
GOAT.
much. Yeah.
They throw it around way too much. So,
Yeah.
who really is the greatest of all time?
Yeah, who really is? There's too many of them.
There's just so many.
Everybody's different in their own way.
Great.
Everybody's successful in the past.
Yeah.
I don't really like putting too much labels on people like that.
I feel that. Because there is so many that you can list out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't really name a top even 10. If you get really technical, maybe a top 100, but
I mean,
like...
you can do your own top 10 and be like, yeah, these are my guys for top 10. But there's not enough spaces up there for all these guys that are good. So, I already listed 10 in my head. And kept
Just in the last 5 seconds. Literally.
Yeah.
I saw a list the other day of the greatest top 100 wrestlers of all time, and I was like, okay, maybe
Yeah.
you could list 100 and get all of the GOATs.
Yeah. Yeah. But the order would be
Yeah.
chaos. To put together. Oh, you're ridiculous. Oh, you're ridiculous.
Fellas,
Yes.
I hate to cut this interview short, but I'm going to have to go now.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that to keep up the successful work on your podcast,
Thank you.
make sure that you tag me. Make sure that you tag
We
me.
will tag you in things. We will, and make sure you've plugged some stuff. Go ahead, real quick before you leave. Plug anything you got coming up, like all the stuff that you got.
Well, my next show is next Saturday for AON, All or Nothing Pro Wrestling in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. I will be teaming up with the guy that loves making memes out of me, Sledge Gibson. We will be teaming up together, unlikely frenemies, allies, whatever. That's going to be next Saturday. Make sure that you follow me on all of my social medias. Instagram and Snapchat are both the same. RealJohn_for_real. My YouTube channel is The Real John Washington. Search it up all in one word, no spaces. It won't pop up if you put spaces.
Oh, yeah.
And just spread the word. Show that love.
Yeah.
Oh, I will. Definitely.
We're all about supporting each other. You feel me? You support me, I support you.
Word.
Definitely.
You see me at a show, dap me up. Be like, what's good? Washington, I'm going to be like, what's good? You're going to be like, hey, can I get a selfie? I'm going to be like, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. All right.
It's all a vibe here. It's all a vibe here. All good vibes.
That's good.
I appreciate
We
you.
appreciate you. Thank you so much, John.
today. I appreciate you.
No problem, fellas.
All right, you have a blessed day, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, that cat was dope too.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
That was
fucking
good.
dope.
Yeah. That dude was cool, man. Y'all go ahead and y'all need to just
Like,
follow him on all
comment,
stuff.
subscribe.
Like,
Follow him
subscribe.
on all his socials. We'll tag him in the fucking
Everything,
description.
man.
We will tag him
up.
in the description.
Well, motherfucking, that dude was good.
Dude, that was cool as fuck. Thank you so much, John Washington.
Yep.
I am a John Washington mark now. I'm just
Hell yeah.
saying.
Dude was good.
Dude was cool.
Dude was cool.
I like it. It's good.
And, you know, here at the High as Fuck podcast, interviews.
Yeah.
We get high and
We get high and talk to people
Yeah.
about their life.
And then we get lost in the way
And career.
sometimes.
Sometimes we get fucking distracted.
Yeah.
Like we did today.
Yeah.
It's fine though. It
Right.
was okay. It was a decent interview. We'll go back and listen to it.
I'm definitely liking the whole on the fly shit.
We'll go back and listen to it, and we'll realize that it sounds good because it
Yeah.
happens every time. Because I always think it sounds bad, but then we go back and listen to it and it sounds
Yeah.
good. So
But I don't know. But that was cool. We were supposed to have him on
last week,
last weekend, but yada yada.
Mm.
And we just ended up scheduling it for Sunday.
yeah,
For today, which is Sunday. And we had your birthday party
we
yesterday.
did. We did have my birthday party yesterday. It was crazy.
And it was crazy.
I was Wonder
AF.
Woman.
You
There were a
got
lot of people there.
high AF.
There were so many people there.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
I was Super Cena, all girled out.
You
I
were.
had a dress thing
loved
on. I had a fucking girl vest, the work.
It was great.
I had John Cena.
Muscles.
My kid's fucking costume from. He never wore it for Halloween, but I wore it before he did it out. Sucks when you buy something when they do like it and it doesn't fit them,
Dude.
and then by the time they get old enough to wear it or
Yeah.
can fit it, they don't care.
Yeah.
It's the life of a parent, man. It's crazy. Kevin Powell.
Crazy Kevin Powell.
Crazy Kevin Powell.
Foothill Fort.
But that
Powell
was
now.
dope. We're gonna have
Yeah.
more interviews on the horizon. Each one we knock out the park gets closer and closer to Billy Stark.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You see how I did
Billy
that?
Starks. I
See
like
how
it.
around that?
I like it.
Everyone we knock out the park leads us to Billy Stark.
I like it. Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to be on my P's and Q's with her.
We need to start actually doing.
I'm gonna be like,
We need to actually
Nah.
start introducing me to her. Not introducing me to her, but like. We watch some stuff during Women's
oh
History Month,
yeah, we do.
but
to
I
watch
need
some
to
of the
really
stuff,
watch
yeah.
more stuff.
I dig her. She's been on AEW Dark recently and Ring of Honor.
That's cool.
Yeah.
John Washington is dope as fuck.
Yeah. John
He
Washington.
wrestled in Ring of Honor,
I don't know.
and he said that. He said some stuff about Ring of Honor.
I don't know. You're high. I don't know. It's fine. I don't know. But that was. But I had totally. Not really forgot. But like, I don't know. I was high as fuck for that moment. But like, pure pro wrestling and stuff. That's like I always like to just bring them up because I'm interested if anybody else has went through the doors and I didn't know it and stuff. So definitely got to give my boys a shout out. I told them I would.
Yeah.
So. Pure Pro Wrestling on the
PPW.
31st
We got March
at
31st
Skate Town.
at Skate Town.
We're
going to be there live and in person. So come
So
see
come
the
meet
High
us.
as Fuck podcast live.
Oh yeah, this is going out next weekend.
Tonight. Come see the High as Fuck podcast live tonight.
Yeah, this comes out. This might come out Friday. I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What's Friday? 31st. I guess. I don't know.
We're going to have 2 episodes. We're going to have 31st.
Yeah. But damn, fuck.
We're gonna be there.
This
you
has
know.
been the Highest Fuck Podcast.
I mean, it has. It really
With
has been.
your
the
boys.
highest fuck podcast.
Matt Jackson
And
and Joe Cool.
and
And as
I
always,
forgot my name.
we are out.
Matt Jackson,
and
like
Joe
Elvis
Cool.
Presley,
Like Elvis Presley.
booty head.
Bye bye.